So next we are going to go over Bitfinex. Bitfinex is a website that I think has outlawed US customers altogether. So if you are in the US, this is not the exchange for you. The country of origin is Taiwan. Bitfinex, I believe, is actually the largest exchange in the entire world and usually has the most volume and liquidity, especially for Bitcoin. Now, they only have 32 trading pairs, which is not as much as some others, but it is the largest by a volume. It is not my favorite exchange. I used to be able to use it as a US citizen. I found it not as intuitive as some of the others, but we will show you it regardless because it is a super large exchange. Now, they have what is called maker and taker fees, and they differ. So a maker fee is actually defined as a fee that is paid when you add liquidity to their order book by placing a limit order below the actual ticker price for buy orders or above the ticker price for sell orders. Taker fees are paid when you remove liquidity from their order book by basically placing any order that is executed against an order on their order book. And they reduce as you trade more and more. As you can see, if you trade 500,000, fees are as such. And if you go all the way up to trading as much as 30 million, fees are reduced to almost zero. But regardless, let's go in and show you how to create an account and how to actually read and understand some of it. So Bitfinex is the website. Again, this used to be a website I had an account on, but they have outlawed US citizens. So we'll see if I can actually even create an account. But we will go to sign up. And what we will do is username will be, again, let's use demo15951. Email address will be the same. Whoops. That is not what I wanted. Demo15951. Oops. At gmail.com. We will set a password. And that's fine. So, opening an account. And congratulations and welcome. Last step is to confirm your account. So we will go back to the email. We'll verify our email address, and let's see if, as a US citizen, we can still get in. They may not support me via my IP and everything, so let's see. Let's log in. Demo15951 and at gmail.com. Let's type in our password. And maybe I typed that in wrong. Password. And log in. Oh, there we go. So, looks like we are in. United States, it appears to be from the United States. Please be advised that Bitfinex is terminating its relationship with U.S. individual customers. Must cease trading and funding activity. Close any trading positions. Return any reserve funding you may have and withdraw all of your balances from the platform as expeditiously as possible. Well, let's just say no, I am not a U.S. resident for the time being. And see if we can access the place, the exchange. So looks like we are. Again, do not use this if you are a US citizen. As you can see, I just got yelled at. This is an exchange, another one where you cannot purchase via fiat funds. You have to transfer an existing token here to be able to purchase some of them. Now you'll see the charts here at the top. You'll see the order books for Bitcoin, and what you can do is you can fund basically your account with a number of these different cryptocurrencies here using funding. Looks like you can add the US dollar as one. So perhaps I am wrong. Funding book USD. Now, actually, I stopped this video for a moment, but after further research, I found that it looks like they have halted trading versus the US dollar, the euro, and deposit. Let me see what other fiat currency they have. Tether. And I'm not sure if that's the case or not. You can give it a try. Again, I'm not a US citizen, but if you click US dollar here, it says that you can. Of course, it recommends that we set up two-factor authentication. I'll open that up so I can show you how to do that in another tab. But check the security page. But if your account is verified, you should be able to, it looks like, transfer US dollar. And you can trade into Bitcoin USD, Bitcoin Euro, etc. But If we open up the right click and verify your account, you are going to have to go through a process to verify your account. Now, of course, again, if you are a US citizen, you're not going to be able to do that. But if you click the begin verification process, you'll be asked a number of questions. If you're an individual account, reasons for requesting verification, etc. Go through this process, and you should be able to basically transfer funds via fiat currencies such as the euro or the dollar. Now, again, we want to show you how to recommend or how to enable two-factor authentication. So if you come to the securities page and basically do two-factor authentication, you will see a number of options. Again, we highly recommend Google Authenticator. Hit setup, and you'll be given the good old 2FA token and Google QR code. So you'll scan the QR code, write down the secret key, and enable 2FA. But if you go to deposits and withdrawals, you'll see you can deposit and withdraw any number of cryptocurrencies here. They'll give you your address and the you'll hit yes, I understand, etc. to be able to get your address. So where did that go? Why did that show up? So let's go back. Monero, and please set up two-factor authentication. Okay. Requires a deposit address and a payment deposit ID. Yes, I understand. Continue. And it keeps telling me to enable two-factor FA. We understand. And there is your Bitfinex's Monero deposit address that will deposit it to the account that you have here. And if you go to withdraw, you could obviously withdraw as well and send that to wherever you want to. Now, if we click wallets, you'll see that there is basically just a number of different wallets. So you can transfer money to your margin wallet or your exchange wallet or your funding wallet. What they basically are is the exchange wallet is what you're going to want to keep your money in if you are trading. Now, you can also do what's margin trading, which basically is a little tricky. I'd recommend it for advanced traders. We will put this into our advanced course. This is not something that most people do. It's not even something that I do. It's basically, it involves shorting the market, and you can get called on when you make these put options or shorts and spend a lot of money or lose a lot of money that you really don't have. So I'm going to advise that nobody starts out with margin trading if you are not advanced, but you can come here and trade between any of these pairs once you transfer money into your account from one of these. So if you want to trade Bitcoin, Zcash, Monero, etc., maybe you want to purchase OMG from Bitcoin, and you would come to OME, say go, hit Bitcoin. It will come up here with a different looking order book. This is the order book. Again, green is for buy, red is for sell. They give you this basic chart here with a number of features. Not a whole lot here, but it's something to work with. Over here, you can put in a number of different orders. So you can set a limit order. You could buy at market price. Just type in the exact amount of OMG. It will calculate over here how much that is to buy. If you hit exchange buy, it's probably going to tell me that I don't have enough. In fact, it looks like it just loads because I don't have any money. But if you did, it would actually, oh, it got down here. Invalid order, not enough exchange balance. So if it did go through, it would come into orders and it would be an open order. And when it gets completed, it would go under order history, showing you that it had already happened. If you want to set stop limit orders, you could do the same thing, just like on many other exchanges. You could set the stop price. This is the price at which your order is going to trigger. You type in the amount, and then finally you type in at what price the order will be executed at. So the stop price could be, maybe you want to buy it if it gets down to this price, and you want to buy it just above that, so to make sure it gets filled. So we'll say 0001, and you would just hit exchange buy. Now obviously I don't have any funds, but that would go under open orders, and you could do the same thing with the sell side. And again, we won't cover margin trading in this. Margin trading can get very tricky. It can be very dangerous. Up here, let's show you if there are any things else. So funding trading, we see the statistics here. You can get into your account over here, address your security concerns such as 2FA, and you can set up email encryption. You can set up withdrawal settings, different things, monitor your IP so you can lock your account from withdrawing from this account if you are from a new IP address. This is something that's interesting that you can do. You can set up notifications, little odds and ends and intangible things. Many exchanges have these. So I think that's going to cover it for Bitfinex. Those are all the major features that you need to know about Bitfinex. It is not one of my favorite exchanges. Of course, they've limited US participants from their services. So it is not something that I actively use, but it is, like I said, a humongous exchange around the world, probably the #1 in the world as far as volume and liquidity goes. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial and join me in the next one.